All right, welcome to Living a Healthy, Vibrant Lifestyle podcast. I'm your host, Harold Chatman. At the current moment, we're not taking any sponsors, but if you wish to support me, visit hvlwell.net. At the current moment, we have unflavored collagen, peach mango, and our newest flavor is strawberry lemonade. If you struggle with skin elasticity, skin hydration, or if you need a better routine for your hair, nails, and skin, please visit our website. And if you need to see more promo codes, visit the show notes down below. And I am at the Panoramic Brand Studio, best podcast studio in Houston. All right, we have a good guest with us, a good friend of mine, a multi-million-dollar business, 3-time bodybuilder competitor, entrepreneur since 13, the owner of Macros Meal Prep. Welcome, Keith Broussard.
Hey, what's going on? Glad to be here.
Oh, man, it's been a long time coming, buddy.
Yeah, I know, right?
Man, I don't even know where to get started. Like how did we meet?
You was ordering, and that's when I was doing everything. I dropped off to you at that country club.
Oh, yeah, it sure was. That was back in, was it end of 2018 or 19? I think
Was it that long ago?
Man, it was. Because that was I would say like the end of 2018 to because I was only working at Fitness Connection for like 6 months, and then I transferred over there, and then I was looking.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. I dropped off to you when I was delivering all the way up there in spring.
Yeah, you was all over the place. You was like, man, I may not get to you today.
Yeah.
That's when you was like all over. You was in Katy, Pearland.
You was
like,
one of the cool customers like you understood what was
going on. Well, I was like starting my own business too, so I know you doing things yourself, so I always been like understanding. I was like, okay, do it tomorrow, man. Just when you get a chance, bring it by.
Okay.
But that's when you was like doing everything.
Yeah, man.
That's how long our friendship goes.
20 hats.
Marketing, delivering, cooking food, and just
customer service,
dealing with complaints, food not good. Yeah. Oh man, I know you was like man. By the time you get home, you like, man, fuck this shit. Why I'm doing this?
I actually hated cooking, and I was just doing it because I saw the potential in it.
Right.
So I was like, you know what? I won't have to do it forever.
Right.
So get there.
So what was you doing before you started this?
I was a trainer at Dynamic Fitness in Pearland. We was one of the top grocers there at the time being. Mm-hmm. Then I just kind of got burnt out on it because I had a ceiling above my head,
Right.
Just like a normal job. Whenever you feel that ceiling above your head, you start hating where you work.
Ah, man, it's like a cap.
That cap, I hate it.
Keep you stuck in that box.
Exactly.
It's
so
like they don't want you to.
Once I noticed that ceiling, I was like, nah, I gotta get out of here. I didn't like it. Used to work out all the time after training so much and being there. I barely like working out like that anymore.
That's one thing I know. It's just like two different type of people. It's people that's like comfortable with it, and it's people like that started at a job and they start to feel like I don't feel like a growth opportunity.
Yeah.
Like I feel like stuck, and some people just don't like. I don't like feeling the box.
That's the main reason why employees actually leave where they work.
Yeah,
because they feel stuck.
There's no potential. It's like what else? What else? Like after I maximize this, what else can I do?
Yeah, so that's why here in Macros, I try to figure out a way for everybody to progress. Like if you just want to stay where you're at, then I start looking for somebody else.
Yeah,
because I just don't see like how somebody could think like that, which is fine. If that's what you'd like and just want like a simple, realistic life, but. The cost of living is rising, and if pay is staying the same, you're gonna be shit out of luck.
Man, you can be looking for another job somewhere. So it's good to give like your employees multiple hats.
Yeah, so either multiple hats or I tell them like, hey, I don't want you to work down here forever. I want you to be up there at the top. So I need you to step your game up if you want to make some more money. Like, why not?
Right.
And they're like, oh, okay.
So Keith and listeners want to know like, what do you do?
What do I do?
Really quick. You put the mic closer to you.
Okay.
So if you was in an Uber car, somebody what do you do for a living?
Actually, I hate talking to Uber drivers, so
what is not Uber driver?
I'd probably say, I work at a meal prep company. And then they just say, oh, okay, that's cool. How's that going? I was like, oh, it's going great. But in short sight, I'm a CEO of a small but big business that we kind of changed the way we do meal prep and looking to change the future of meal prep too.
Oh man, That's a real good, like, that's definitely how you started. But like, what's the main, like, how did it get to where it is? Like, where was macros when you first had it? Like, how did you like come up with the segment with the meals, with acquiring customers? Like, how did you get the word out? Was you still like personal training then?
Yeah, so I was a personal trainer at Dynamic. My client, so it actually started with my client, Louis Vargas. He's a real estate agent out in Pearland. He's one of the top real estate agents. I didn't understand at the time that how busy he was.
Right.
You know, until now I'm at this level. So, so I would make his competitor style meal plan like to the T. Like if you followed this, you would slim up like crazy, right? So for one, he had to go and cook all that food. He had to prep it out, weigh it out, do all that, and he's a real estate agent that's making money.
Right.
He don't have time to do none of that.
No.
Nor does he want to even think about doing it.
Right.
So maybe 2 or 3 weeks go by, and I'm like, dude, you're not seeing any progress. Like, are you eating your food? It's like, nah, I'm not gonna lie, I haven't been eating it. He's like, I was like, why? It's like, I just spent all this time making you this meal plan.
Right.
He's like, why aren't you doing it? It's like, man, I really just don't have the time. I was like, oh, okay. I mean, I don't mind cooking it because I was giving him the same foods, just different portions. So I was like, I'll cook it for you if you want. He's like, just pay me for the groceries and like $60 on top for my time. And then he was like, oh, okay. So that was when macros really first started, but I didn't realize it till my friend Jake. We were at LA Fitness. He was like, hey, you should turn it into a business. I was like, I was like, damn, what would we call it? He's like, macros. Because it's just like universal and simple. I was like, oh, damn. So that's when macros started, and that's where that seed started to plant.
Started to plant, and you grew from there, huh?
Yeah, I grew from there. So he lost, after I got him his meals, he started losing weight and just falling off like butter within a week or two.
Not like butter?
Yeah.
Like butter?
So all my clients saw that. They were like, hey, what are you doing with him? So I prep his meals for him. I was like, oh, I didn't know you do that. So then like they all started hopping on, and they're like, oh, I want to do that too. I was like, oh, damn, okay. Yeah. So then they all started
acquiring customers.
Yeah, they got on it, and they all started seeing results, and then like I got up to like 300 meals on a weekend, like pretty quick, and it was with that's when me, Jake, and another person, Mick, we were all in it at the start because it was just like. I thought it was too many hands in the pot, so we had kind of like a fallout, and I was like, hey, I'm gonna just take this by myself because I just felt like I was doing all the work.
Yeah, doing all the work anyway, so might as well.
And they were really like the sales of macros at the time, so after they got off, the sales just went down.
Oh, man.
I was like, So I hate going up to people to sell. I hated doing it at Dynamic. It's like, I guess I grew up shy, but I kind of broke out of it.
Yeah. That's when it's your business, man. Like, force you.
Well, so I didn't like going out to talk to people. So I was like, okay, well, that's when there was a shift happening in the marketplace anyway, to where like door-to-door sales and, putting flashcards on people's cars and stuff like that, to where it was like really big. And, I kind of noticed that, and I was like, okay, well, how can I get into this digital marketing space? So, call with Billie Jean. I'm about to spend my life savings on this. It was $5,000, and I was telling them why I couldn't do it because I was like, hey, if I spend this last $5,000, I could use that $5,000 for like advertisements and actually make some money back, so I could be able to pay the $5,000. Then Billie Jean, the owner, he came on. He was like, hey, man, this is Billie Jean. I was like, oh, shit, this is Billie Jean. This is a multimillionaire dude, and he's big. He really just closed me. So he says, like, hey, the reason you don't want to go through with this is because of fear. You're scared. It's like, nah. Then I told him, like, everything, like, oh, I want to do this, I want to do that. This is my last $5,000. I need this to, like, use for my business. It's like, okay, well, what are you going to do how are you going to advertise? Like, you don't even know how to advertise. I was like, you're right. So I just ate it, bite the bullet, spent the $5,000. My last $5,000, that's when I took macros full time and I quit Dynamic. So I actually got fired from Dynamic, but that's when I started. And
it always happens.
Spent that last $5,000, and I'm like, damn, I gotta make some money. I ain't got no money now.
Yeah.
So after watching that course, it was probably one of the best quarters I could have bought. It was way better than a college education.
Oh wow.
Yeah, that's what's crazy about it.
So it was a course you
$5,000.
took, or
Yeah, it was a
do
course.
it to do it for yourself?
And I still watch it to this day sometimes.
Oh wow.
Yeah, and that's what, around 2018, somewhere around there.
Oh wow.
Yeah, that's crazy.
So is your business So where's your businesses located? Or you have one here, or do you just?
So I have one in Houston. So we have Houston, Dallas, Austin, and actually got a fourth location now. Miami.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so Miami's gonna be up probably by the end of the year. Austin shooting by the end of this month, and then Dallas has been operating since
About 2 months?
November last month, and then Houston's the OG one.
Oh wow. So what's your plan with? So you plan on going like multi-state, or just keeping stuff?
Yeah,
in like,
trying to expand it. Really looking to go into like the franchise model because we got a system down. We're still working on it and improving, but I think that we could be bigger. I think it could grow bigger than me to where we can really change how meal prep is done. Because normal meal prep companies are kind of generic, where they try to really do like leftover food and sell leftovers, where people, it's changing now to where people want fresh, they want quality, and they're tired of eating bland food. Like nobody's gonna lose weight eating bland food except for bodybuilders,
right?
Because they already know, like, hey, I don't care about the food, I want the result, right?
Right.
So these everyday people that go to regular jobs, or they're just regular, they're not trying to look like a bodybuilder.
Right.
They don't want to eat like a bodybuilder.
Right.
They want to eat good food,
Fresh.
like how they normally eat, fresh tasting, and see results. And that's what we do.
Right. So how fast can the food? Like if I place the order right now, when could I expect it?
You can get it as soon as 15 to 30 minutes from placing that order.
Right now?
Yeah.
Oh,
If you
wow.
place it before 12 p.m. right now, you can get it between 15 to 30 minutes.
It's 11:30.
Yeah, so you got 30 minutes. But that window's going away still. We're actually about to switch to like an all-day concept. So we're going to be open from like 8 a.m. to 8 p.m.
Okay, so you be able to pick it up in the same day?
Yeah, you'll be able to pick up same day, 15, 30 minutes,
Dang.
all day.
So what's the max amount of meals that I can place like in a day? Like is
You
it?
can play as many as you want. You want to do 100, you want to do 200, you go right ahead.
Oh wow.
Yeah, they'll get it done.
So is somebody working like all day in the kitchen? Because you got to think about it. Y'all have a big demand in Houston.
Yeah.
And so how many people do you have like working? And
At a time, so Houston has 4 employees right now. We scaled back because we don't need that many anymore.
Right.
We used to have like 10 just for Houston, and it was just a lot. It was just like payroll was too high for nothing.
oh yeah.
We got more efficient basically.
Yeah.
So even with the whenever we switch to all day, we'll probably only need 2 people working at a time.
Say 2 people?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
2 to 3 maybe.
Just cooking food.
Cooking, prepping, cooking, prepping, and then a delivery driver comes in the afternoon, picks everything up.
So how many you have a delivery driver too?
Yeah,
Oh,
we
wow.
just got one. So we used to do everything with Uber,
Right.
and
That didn't work out.
it was good. It allowed us to scale, but these Ubers, they usually lazy, or they drop off at the wrong house, or like something happens, they don't want to do anything. And then when we went to Dallas, that's when it got flawed.
Uh-oh.
So I guess Dallas is like super bougie, and they don't want to do nothing.
So you're worse than Houston.
Yeah, no, Houston. So Houston's like, they just want to make money like all the time, so they don't care. Like they just gonna do it,
Right.
It's just like, it's whatever, I'm gonna do it. Dallas, that's where our concept of what was working in Houston. That's where I noticed where, okay, well, dang, that way is not as scalable to work in any market. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna have to figure something else out.
Oh boy.
Yeah, so that's what we like realized, because like we would send in an Uber like 20 orders to a drop-off location. One time, actually a couple times in Dallas, they didn't drop off, they just took off with it. Or
Kept the food?
Yeah, kept it.
Damn.
Yeah, one person, he just left it all on the sidewalk. And then like the store owner was an older lady, so it was like, it was hot outside.
Is she
it's
even gonna get
Dallas.
that?
Yeah, she told me, she's like, hey, we'll get it, but next time we ain't doing this again. Like, yeah, I'm sorry about that. I didn't know they did it like that up here. They never do that in Houston.
Ooh wee.
Yeah, so it was just like, so many problems with Uber. But it allows us to scale, and they also only deliver in a 10-mile radius, so
Oh wow.
that kind of limited us to customers.
So yeah, I have a delivery driver, so he picks up at a certain time and then just
Yeah, so he'll pick up like 3 or 4, and he'll deliver everything by 8 or 9 at the latest.
so like 3 p.m. to like 9 p.m.
Pretty much.
Oh wow. So do y'all have a certain radius, or do y'all serve all?
We
of...
do 30 miles, so it's pretty much all of Houston and surrounding areas.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Is that the same in Dallas
Yeah.
too as well?
Yeah, we're going to do that model for everywhere we go.
Also, pretty much just duplicating everything from
Yeah.
Houston.
Yeah, basically it's wash, rinse, and repeat.
That'll work for each one you want to start? Because I know
Yep.
each city is like a little different.
No, so that is duplicatable because it's like hiring people in-house.
Right.
Because now we're at the level to where, we just crossed into like the $1 million business range.
Oh boy.
So I got to like get my systems down to
Oh,
make sure we
man.
can scale even farther.
Right.
Because right now in January, everything started breaking down.
You say in January?
Yeah, this January.
Oh,
Because
wow.
we reached 100K month in October.
Mm-hmm.
Did it again in November. December's our slow month because everybody's traveling and want to
and-
wait until next year to start their new train.
And then
whatever.
plus people visiting family, so they're not really at home much.
So we literally shrink down like half the size.
Mm-hmm.
But then I know in January we always
Kill
double
it.
our biggest
Oh
month.
yeah.
So that month we
Man,
doubled, but everything broke. All our systems broke. 'Cause this is small
Ooh, that's
business
stressful.
systems like patched up with Band-Aids and just small business thinking and whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So that's where I realized, I was like, dang, I gotta start thinking more ahead. I didn't even think that was gonna happen. I thought we had a good system, but now it wasn't.
It's something like you live and learn, like where you started from now, then as you scale, like as business increase.
Yeah, but see, that's where I would say a good mentor comes in because they can tell you about everything that you're gonna experience.
Do you have a mentor right now, currently? Or no?
YouTube mentor,
YouTube and
Yeah.
books.
YouTube and books, pretty
And
much.
probably podcasts.
Podcasts as
Yeah.
well.
Yeah, that's what I do too. Podcasts, books, and YouTube, especially if you don't have nobody to help you.
I mean, that's
with
really
that.
all you need right now. But like having an actual mentor, you gotta pay nowadays.
Oh,
to
you're
get an
gonna
actual
pay
mentor.
good. You're gonna especially
Yeah.
unless you go to they have some of them like on some like websites like mentors, entrepreneurs,
Oh, really?
that some free ones.
I wouldn't pay for it. I wouldn't get a free one.
Some of them they like to help with like small businesses. Cause I was able
I
to,
would do research on that person to see what they've done and like if they actually made like a big impact. These people that have made big impacts, they're gonna like, nah, I'm gonna charge for my knowledge.
usually everybody try to upsell you on their service or something like that. What
okay,
they
so
have.
there's always something going on.
Yeah, so
to where
they'll
they
help
try to
you,
get
but they may try to upsell you on their service, but they'll still like give you some good advice based off of where you at, especially if they been in that business before, like bought and sold a business. So it's definitely.
What's it called?
I don't know exactly, but I do have it. I have used it before. So cause the reason why, because he tried to upsell me on what he had, but it wouldn't really fit me. But he did give me good advice, like customers acquiring, like the demographics, like focus on just Texas part instead of like running ads on.
Like in the whole nation.
So that's definitely, he gave me some good ideas with that. 'Cause how some people just be running ads all over, especially if you have a business you can like ship.
Yeah, they try to. I mean, which is fine, because I could, like operations wise, like let's say if you try to build a big business, then
You gotta have a big budget though, because you gotta
Yeah.
think about like let's just say let's just think about like a big meal prep company that's in I don't know Colorado,
yeah,
and they really known out there, so they spending like about I don't know like $20,000 a month on ads. Then all of a sudden now you trying to dab into there, you spend like $5,000.
Yeah.
They gonna outspend you. And acquiring their customers, like you're gonna have to run little micro bids underneath theirs to try to acquire like some small ones or something like that. But you gotta do some outreach. So that's why it's good.
My thing with marketing, all marketing works.
Mm-hmm.
You can spend $1 if you don't make back more than $1, or if you make at least $1, the ad's not working. Or I mean, it really worked because somebody saw it.
Yeah.
Because that's what an advertisement is. Just they just need to see it. That's all it is.
Over and over and over.
Yeah, that's all. This is just advertising works. So some people still think Facebook ads don't work.
Oh no, all ads work.
Yeah, all ads work. It's
It just takes
basically
time
getting
for
your business out there.
conversions.
The
Time
only reason your business isn't doing good, I would say, is because people don't know about it.
Mm-hmm.
It's like obscurity. People don't know if you're in business or if you're still in business. Like, you have to constantly be in front of these people.
Yeah.
So it's like you got to constantly spend money to make money.
Yeah.
It's like the ladder, you know? And then you could scale your ads back by getting better with the offer.
Right.
And to where, like, maybe $500 makes you
Yeah, 'cause I remember you was
$20,000.
telling me about that because you had to cut them off because the demand got too high.
Yeah, we could not keep up.
Man, I remember that. I was like, dang, Keith, what's going on? You start having issues. I was like, man, I got my meals going on. He's like, man, I think we ran the ads too heavy or something. We got to scale back a little bit.
Yeah,
and then I was all right. Well, cool, I get it as a business owner, so I understood the next.
I mean, really should have kept them on and just figured it out, you know. But yeah, we were getting too much kickback and refunds and upset customers.
Well, you didn't have the right system then.
Yeah, we didn't have the right system. Yeah, I think that's when we were. Actually, that was happening in January too.
January too.
Yeah, this January. Yeah. So our thing is, like, last year we kept growing like week after week, and it was just like we figured something out, and then next week we got to figure something else out because now like, I see the business as kind of like a bucket,
right?
And then like your problems are like little holes in the bucket to hold the water,
right?
And then like the Band-Aids are coming off. What you fix? Yeah.
Oh man.
You gotta get some stronger tape.
Damn, that's crazy. So, like, where you at the business at the current moment? Like, so are you still, like, looking, like you said, like, Austin, be ready at the end of the month, then you say Florida by the end of the year. So are you thinking about still getting into multiple or, of course, getting into multiple, but managing all of it? Or, like...
No, I'm actually doing interviews for like a regional manager, so to replace me because I know they'll be better at it than me.
Right.
Somebody with some experience, maybe 5 years plus. This will be like my first corporate hire.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
that's a big hire like this.
Yeah, so I need somebody that I can invest into to where they'll get everything done within a week.
So pretty much follow you around a little bit.
Probably for like a month, but if they're really good, they won't need to follow me around. They'll already know.
Know how it works.
Yeah, because all they got to do is just study one location, and then it's the same thing everywhere else.
Right, kind of like working there and see how everything goes.
So instead of me going to build up the location, I just say, hey, I need you to go open Miami. I'm going to open Miami, though, because I love Miami, so that was mine.
Oh, wow. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, because I'm going to probably move over there.
Oh,
yeah, to Miami.
Oh, wow.
Florida.
So you plan on moving out of Houston?
Oh, definitely.
Oh, man.
Houston. I'll visit.
Oh, man.
But yeah, I think my heart resides in Florida. I'm a water.
I think you took too many vacations over there. You got attached to it over there?
Probably. I'm a beach bum.
Beach bum?
Yeah. I hate the sun, but I love the beach.
Yeah, Galveston ain't gonna do it.
Nah, not at all.
Galveston ain't gonna do it,
Not
man.
at all.
But so what did you like about Florida that attached you like you wanted to like possibly like relocate there other than the beach?
So first it was Cali, because you know the weather, but you know expenses are going crazy.
Right.
Everybody, I feel like nobody really goes to Cali anymore either. It's kind of like
well, it's really expensive there. A lot of people move to Texas because of
yeah, but you know like there was this period where everybody would vacation and plane to Cali, you know, but now it's like everybody goes to Florida. So it's like
I think the
Florida's that spot.
regulations, like, because they didn't got a lot of backlash on social media, like regulations they've been
Cali?
having there. Yeah,
Oh, probably.
Cali have, but
Yeah, I mean, I would still like to own a home there, you know, just to visit.
just to visit
but-
there because it is nice
yeah.
there. You know, Hollywood. you got
Yeah, you know, like
Vegas.
just a little home.
right.
You know, maybe a couple $1 million.
Oh, who the taxes on that, man?
Oh, geez.
man.
I mean, if you can afford the home, you can afford the taxes. So, but yeah, I would say Florida. I like the air. It's like more
Quality.
organic. That's what I would
It's
say.
organic there.
Yeah.
I never heard that before.
Yeah, it's like really organic.
Organic.
Have you been to Florida?
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, like when's the last time?
It is. I would say a long time when I was, I would say 13.
Oh no, that's you need to go recently, so you can like really experience it. You know, as an adult. But I would say it's like you breathe it in. Like yeah, it's still hot because it's the southern area. But it's like more bearable because you're by the beach, so
Right.
it's like more acceptable. Is what I could say.
Right.
Thing about Miami though, it's just like it's just like one of those cities where you got to spend money, like just to eat out is $100. at least on lunch.
You said $100 just to eat out?
for sure.
Damn.
Yeah, just on lunch. I mean, you can do cheaper, but I would say like
Something nice.
eating out is at least $100,
Oh wow.
especially for 2 people.
So do you plan on like being in the big city?
No, I'd probably be on the outskirts. Maybe Aventura area, North Miami.
Right.
That's where like all the money's at, the real money.
Real money.
Yeah, downtown Brickell, Miami, it's like fast money. And the people with real money live in North Miami. That's where like Porsche Design Tower is, and
Oh wow.
Grant Cardone lives up there.
I know. Well, he got houses everywhere.
Grant Cardone?
Yeah. I mean,
No, I
he's
think
in
he
real
just
estate.
well, yeah, he in real estate, so he own all kind of shit.
He out everywhere. He got a house here, house there.
See, I want to be like that. I want to be a real estate mogul.
Mogul.
Yeah.
So that's probably like your next business adventure, huh? Like getting in.
I'll still do macros, but I'll probably
Well, you still oversee it, but you're not gonna be
Yeah.
like super hands on like you are.
Nah,
now.
you don't want to be hands on. You want to be hands off. Leave it to the people that actually went to college for it. Just be the owner.
It is smart, yeah.
Yeah.
That's something how you went from like starting it, now you like thinking like hands off.
Yeah.
Well, I know you do want to get in real estate. Last time we discussed.
Well, see, that's what you have a business for. So the business is the vehicle, because you can start with $0. So you
Right.
built the vehicle to get you to the real estate of what you want to do, or maybe the vehicle is to get you to maybe just travel your whole life or something.
Right.
You know.
Like kind of like being like just travel.
Yeah.
Kind of like get the business where it's supposed to, sustainable. Hire somebody to help you out, take it over, and then you just pretty much oversee it, and that you just enjoy it because you took like a good amount of your life to get it to where it's trying to go.
Exactly.
Like took a
You
lot
work
of
hard
sacrifices.
3 to 5 years, and then it starts taking care of you. So
Man, that's a good way. So how's Austin, man? Like, what made you choose like Austin? Like, you got Houston, Dallas, and
my plan was to conquer Texas first, and get into every major city. We were gonna do San Antonio before Miami, but
it's kind of small.
I mean, there's still money everywhere to be made. I just think San Antonio wouldn't have as been a strong market, so I
Right.
think Miami would be really strong.
Oh yeah.
But I'm still kind of skeptical about it because, like, Miami has like real money to where they really don't care how they look. But they do because it's a beach city, so everybody wants to be fit and look good because it's a
Right.
beach city. But whenever you cross a certain threshold of money, it's like you don't really care. You'll just go eat out and eat fresh because you're eating fresh, and then it's kind of portion sized. Like my friend Will, they eat out all the time, and it's typically clean food when you eat out, right? Depending
Right.
on where you eat. So
Right.
if you're eating like fish or whatever, it's not like crazy unhealthy. It
Right.
just depends on where you eat. So that's my only skepticism about going to Miami.
But you got to remember who's your target audience. A lot of people, when you think about most people want to be healthy.
yeah.
So, and also, of course, they can eat out, but also during the week, you do want to have some healthier options in there. So and also have some meals in there just in case you don't want to go nowhere, not feeling good. So it's almost like who you're tailoring to as well.
Well, yeah. There's always that suburban family.
Yeah, because
out
you have
there.
people that like to, especially people that work out and exercise, you definitely like market toward them.
I mean, I'm sure. I have no doubt that it's gonna do good. That's just like my only like skepticism
Kinda
in the back of my
skeptical, yeah.
mind. Like one of those self-belief doubts.
Right.
Because I'm portraying like what I think about it rather than because I don't really know any meal prep companies in Miami. I've looked around.
That'd be a good barrier.
There's like small. There's nobody big.
So how would like the quality of meals, like what type of meals you guys have and what makes it different from like the average meal prep, like from healthiness, is a lot of season, like what makes you guys different?
So we season, black owned. So we're gonna put some seasoning on there. Now we don't like season it with a lot of salt,
Right.
which is what typically a lot of black people do. It's
Right.
like they try to do a
Oh
lot of salt.
man, blood pressure be scarring.
Yeah, so it's usually black people that got like blood
Blood
pressure, high blood pressure.
pressure, diabetes, like they
Yeah.
just
Yeah, so we still season everything heavily, but we season salt separately. So it still adds that flavor, right? And then if they want to add extra salt, they can on their own. But we get a lot of requests to do that. It's like, hey, can you add more salt on mine? I'm like, no, we do everything bulk, so everything is like a set way we do
You
it.
get a lot of that?
Hmm?
You get a good amount of people asking about that?
Yeah, they'll ask like, "Hey, can we get more salt or more sauce on it?" I was like, "Man, this macros meal prep, not macros salt prep."
Yeah.
Yeah, you're gonna have to add that on your own if you want to. I wouldn't do it, but it's fine. But
They gonna still eat it regardless, but
Yeah.
it just want a little bit more. But it's like they used to, because you gotta think about most people they eat like a lot of processed foods,
right,
And so
so
those
they're used to that salt.
yeah. So when it's
Yeah.
something like that's scaled down a little bit, you know it's a difference. Just like
Yeah.
when I go to, it's like I've been eating your meals for a while. When I go out to eat somewhere, I really taste the.
Yeah, you taste that salt.
Oh
It's
man,
strong.
and I be hella thirsty. I feel like I go.
It's like, geez.
Man, the next thing you know, I gotta go home and take a Beats capsule. Just in case if my stuff skyrocket next morning. I wake up, hot flashes and
Yeah, I hate a lot of salt. Mm-hmm. I was like, I guess I kind of used to like it because my mom's cooking, but yeah, I don't like a lot of salt.
I don't like it either. I may like it when I go out to eat or something, but on a day to day,
Yeah.
it just like your health, man. Because the thing is, like when you always drinking stuff like in high sodium or a whole bunch of sugar, that chemical impound in your body that helps you lower it, sooner or later it may wear out or it may not work like it should.
See, yeah, the nutrition side, I know enough. I don't know it to the detail.
Oh yeah, that's why I help my clients out with, because I tell them like, you keep eating the high sodium foods, something that's high in cholesterol.
Yeah.
Sooner or later, like, what do you expect that keeps lowering it to do?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Same thing like with your digestive system, and also your kidneys. Everything is filtered through your kidneys. So like when you keep eating garbage, getting processed through your kidneys, next thing you know, you on dialysis, bro.
Yeah, that's.
I tell people
you
that
either pay for healthy food now or you pay for it later.
Yeah, I tell all my clients, but everybody got their own mindset.
Yeah,
and that's why dialysis people like to get into that business, because people eat like
yeah.
I
Especially in America.
think you can franchise one of those. Some of those. I think I forgot what it's called, but you can franchise them.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
And that's what I swear, everything is a business.
Yeah,
That's what I
it is. Like when I used to work in law enforcement, it was like a business when I did it before this.
Everything is a business because everything has to make money.
It is.
Hospitals are a business. I saw
Man,
a sign.
it is terrible. Like
Yeah.
now after like getting, when I feel like I was in a box in law enforcement, now like looking back, like the clients I work with now, from like healthcare to the government to like, I know most people don't believe it and all, but something I say, because when you watch a certain news, they keep you in a box. But when you like listen to certain podcasts and books that people like talk about their own, that don't have to worry about the backlash or being like discredited or being like cut off by what they say, you start to learn a lot.
Yeah. I saw a sign. It was at a veterinarian hospital. I was like, damn, it's a big. It was like a big hospital, veterinarian hospital, and I just never seen a veterinarian hospital that big.
Right.
And it said, "Come back soon," or I was like, damn, that's kind of messed up.
Come back soon. Oh wow.
Yeah, it said, "Come back soon." It was a sign when you were leaving. I'm like, yeah, that's a business right there.
Man, it is, because you're gonna come back and see him.
Yeah, it's like, oh, come back soon. We hope your pet gets sick again.
Oh wow.
I was like, damn.
Yeah,
But,
it's just something like.
But to reframe back to your question, what you asked, how we're different, we do everything fresh, right? So we do fresh, and we have the best taste quality is what we go for, and we're also working on like the fastest speed. So I don't want to be like every other meal prep company where they kind of do the whole shipping thing. I think there's only so big that they can grow.
Right.
Whereas like I want to go towards like a fast casual Chipotle per se. So
Their model is great.
yeah, it's a great model. You walk in, same foods, you know what you're
Fresh,
getting. It's a
boom.
bowl. They pretty much do meal prep. They just don't advertise it as that.
Right.
Well, they just started to though. So they noticed, they're like, oh, we could do meal prep too. So if we advertise it, But they're just like, their foods isn't. They cook a little bit extra oil, more salt, and whatever. But so we're gonna do the same model. These cloud kitchens that we're in right now, they're just seeds to get to our retail. So once we build that presence in the city, we'll be switching over to a built-out retail.
Built out retail, like have your own, like brick and mortar.
It'll be just like a Chipotle, but for meal prep.
Oh wow.
More options, better food, cool vibes, more millennial and stuff like that.
That's cool, man. Well, Well, I've been eating your meals since you started,
Yeah, I
and
know. You've been an OG.
I think I've been with you since, you was cooking in your mom's kitchen,
Man.
doing everything yourself, and now hearing that, y'all hitting in $1 million mark for your business, 100K months, 50K months, 25K months, and it's like, but it's cool though having friends like that to see them to know it can be done.
Oh yeah, man. I would say the biggest thing would be knowing. So a lot of people doubt themselves, right? Because it's kind of like, damn. I remember when my first goal was just to do 20,000 a month, and I hit it in 1 month, and I was like, oh damn. I was projecting like just for that year. That was my goal for the year, to hit a $20,000 a month, and I was like, man. After I hit it, I was like, damn, what was I thinking? Like, what, damn, now what?
Right.
And I think it's just all perception of like knowledge, knowing that it can be done and how to do it.
Right.
It's like once you hit that $20,000 goal, and then you get up to like 100,000, it's like, okay, well, it's nothing but a knowledge thing. So
like a mindset.
Yeah, it's really all mindset. It's literally all mindset. So after I did January, I think this was not last year, but the year before. So what was that, 2021?
Yeah.
I did 15,900. I remember the number. It was 15.9. It was on Stripe. And then I flew to Miami for the first time, and I actually met Grant Cardone in person.
Oh, wow.
So I just pulled up to his office. I was watching a video. He's like, hey, if you're ever in Miami, come by my office and feel this. And then I was like, oh, let me see where he's at. Because I think I got a flight into Fort Lauderdale. So we were flying by or driving past his office to go to Miami.
Right.
And he's in Aventura. So I went by. I was like, oh, I want to see if he's there just to, why not?
Yeah.
So he talked to me for like 5, maybe 10 minutes. And I was telling him what was going on. And he was like, how much you spend in marketing? And I was basically just telling him my problems, like what I was experiencing. I was like, hey, I want to do this thing. I want to get bigger. This is what I'm experiencing. Like, what do you think I should do? He was like, basically marketing and people. So I left those two under the table. So he was like, I'm impressed that you were able to do that much. That's good, but you could go so much further if you have people helping you and you spent some marketing dollars. Because I don't even think I spent any marketing. I think it was all word of mouth. And I was afraid to hire people because I didn't want to.
You know how people are.
Well, I didn't want to sacrifice the quality.
Right.
That was my biggest thing. I was like, they just don't cook. Like, I've hired people before, but they don't cook like I do. And it was like, that's on you. He was basically saying that that's on you. That's the CEO. Like, you're supposed to be able to be so good to be like the sensei, you know, and be able to teach them how to do what you do.
Right.
That just means your systems aren't good enough yet.
Right.
And then it just put like a lot of stuff in perspective. And then I was like, damn, okay. Got on the plane, interviewed 4 people, hired them on the spot. Didn't even check the resume. I was like, look, I just need some help. And this kid,
I remember you told me that. I remember.
Yeah,
you said I just hired some people. You just put.
Yeah, I just hired whoever said yeah.
I remember
and they were like, oh wow, thank you so much for this job.
Oh man.
But see, if I wouldn't have just did that, I probably would have sat on hiring people for probably a month or 2, or maybe not even hire people at all.
Right.
Yeah, I was just like, you know what, I just need to hire some people. So
damn, that's crazy.
Did that. Next month did 25. Then it went to 34, 40, 60,
scaling
80. Yeah, I just started scaling.
Were you spending a lot on marketing?
Yeah, we spent a lot on marketing. But
it was worth it though, huh?
Especially
to get yourself out there.
Yeah, especially like my thing is like I know nobody knows us. Like this guy over here. He's probably never even heard of macros meal prep, and I'm like,
through me.
Yeah, probably only through you. I'm like, damn. It's like, how could I get my ads to him so he can know about us and like potentially want to buy? You know, so I'm gonna spend whatever it costs to get it out there. Like, you got to spend it every month. So the more money you spend, the more money you make. And I'm like, okay, well, damn. I told David, I'm like, hey, we were spending $25K a month on ads, and I'm like, hey,
damn, how much?
25,000. See, that ain't even a lot. That's like. You laughing though? But I was like, okay, I'm thinking I'm big shot. This is in October when I hit 100,000 in sales, and we spent 25,000. I'm like, damn, we spent 25% of 100K. Still made money, but I was like, damn, It's like, well, shit, if I want to do 200, I need to spend 50.
Right.
And then David's like, yeah, I got some clients spending like 100,000 a month. It was like 50K a day. I was like, the fuck?
50K a day.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
I'm like,
that's somebody's fucking salary.
yeah. I'm like, damn. It just trumped my little 25 grand.
Damn.
So I'm like, okay, well, I want to spend 50K.
That's how you make me sound. I need to run my ads up some more.
Yeah, bro.
Shit.
It'll work.
25K, 50K.
It'll work.
Shit.
Spend it all. Fuck it.
I'm going bankrupt.
Spend it all, bro.
Damn.
It's like you it's meant to be used. It's money.
Right.
So, like, that's how I see it. So whenever I get to my business to a certain point, let's say we making $1 million a month. My next goal now is to make $1 million a month. I'm like, damn, okay, what do I gotta spend to get to $1 million? So I'm like, okay.
A month, $1 million a month, and
Yeah.
how much you got to spend in ads? 100K?
Maybe not. If the offer is good enough, maybe just 100. Maybe less
can
than
you,
that.
can
Maybe
you
50.
scale? Do you have to scale? Can you scale back your ad some? If
Yeah.
like especially when you had a customer demand and like now it's like I guess just changing up your
I don't
offers.
spend 25 anymore. I spend probably like 10, 15 because we got better offers.
Oh yeah.
Which I'm trying to actually get it free to where we don't have to spend nothing in
You
advertisement.
probably got to spend a little bit or something though.
Oh no, you'll spend money, but like there's a way to do it to where like your ads make money and you don't have to come out of pocket no more.
What kind of shit is that?
Yeah. So that's where you like get ahead and you can really dominate the market.
Man, as we come to a close, man, I definitely got to ask you one question. So
Okay.
what does a healthy, vibrant lifestyle look like to you?
A healthy, vibrant lifestyle. Having complete control over your time and willpower to what you want to do.
Man,
I'm all about freedom. I hate feeling trapped, where it's in a job or in a relationship or friendships, whatever.
right.
If I feel trapped, it's not a good environment. Like there has
Gotta
to
take
be
that
like
ceiling
some
off.
kind of you got to get that ceiling away, or else it's just gonna make you depressed. Yeah, as soon as you get that ceiling away,
You think freely.
Yeah, you think freely, you feel free, you feel happier is how I think.
Right.
And then you can only get there with money.
Right.
So it's just like you need some money in this world.
Right. Well, I always have all my guests try one of the collagens out. So which
Okay.
one would you want to check out? The peach mango or the strawberry lemonade?
Let me see. I'm gonna go with strawberry lemonade.
All right, go ahead and get your water bottle on the side. Probably drink some off the top. Oh yeah, this is the newest flavor right here. Check that out. Got the fun on there.
Was it collagen?
Oh yes, sir.
What does that do?
Oh man, help with skin elasticity, hair, nails. See how my hair is. Skin.
Okay.
Oh yeah. There we go.
Where'd you get this one?
I just got this one close at the end of last month. Go one more.
Oh, one
Yeah.
more?
Yeah. Okay. Usually
Oh,
like
double.
8 to 10 ounces for like one scoop, so that's more than 8 to 10. All right, shake it up real good. All right, we'll definitely have Keith's notes in the show notes. And where can they find you at, Keith?
And they can find me on Instagram, Threads now,
Threads?
TikTok. I barely post, but I'll start posting more if y'all follow me.
Right. Right, check it out. Here we go.
Oh, that's actually pretty good.
Oh, yeah. So,
No, that's actually pretty good. Coming from a food person.
yeah. So the good thing about that is there's no like fructose in there, no sucrose in there, and there's no like artificial sugar. So like I try to make it as clean and as healthy as possible.
Yeah.
So the only thing that's artificial is the strawberry lemonade because it's an artificial flavor. But if it was strawberry, it'd be natural. But other than that, everything else is.
It's very
100.
smooth. It's like,
Man, it took me like about 5 samples to get it right.
I mean, that's fine. You
Yeah.
know?
So that's the goal, like trying to be a little different because most everybody have like unflavored collagen.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to change the game up with having more flavor
Okay.
and making it healthy because most people have
Yeah.
they just have like red in there. Artificial stuff makes with your stomach.
Yeah.
Just like pretty much the same thing what you doing with your meal preps.
Okay.
Making it more cleaner.
Right.
Still having a season but not too much.
Yeah, not too much seasoning.
yeah.
This one got some seasoning in there.
Yeah,
Okay.
got the season there, but it don't have all the artificial stuff in
Yeah.
there like fructose, sucrose, artificial coloring. So we took that out.
Nah,
And
no
so-
bullshit. This is actually pretty good.
Right.
I'm a stickler on taste.
But all right, guys, that will conclude our show. I definitely have more questions for Keith, but we'll try to get him on before when he come back out here and visits, because he will be shipping off to probably Miami. I don't know how long, but we'll definitely get him back on here, because Houston's one love, so he'll be back out
I
here.
ain't coming back.
Man, you gonna come back and do this podcast again. I gotta get you back on here.
I'll make a visit.
All right, okay. I know you're gonna come out here because it's Houston. Your mom and stuff out here, your family out here and stuff.
Fly her out.
Oh, hell nah, bro.
Yeah, fly the whole family out. Just like, hey.
Man, what's wrong with Houston? You act like Houston like terrible, bro.
Nah, Houston, the OG. You know, that's where dreams are made.
All right. We'll go ahead and cut it. We'll see you guys on the next one.